When I was a kid, I had a ton of unanswered questions like, what's the difference between an alligator and a crocodile? Well, now, as a grown man, I know the answers to about 28% of my childhood questions, but only one mystery keeps me up at night. What is inside a Pokeball? So after a few intense minutes of Google searching, I came across this sentence from the producer of Pokemon Sun and Moon, Junichi Masuda. He said in an interview, "I think it's safe to say that it's comfortable inside of a Pokeball. It's a very comfortable environment, maybe the equivalent of a high-end suite room in a fancy hotel." And bam! Just like that, I had the idea to design what it would look like inside a Pokeball. And what better Pokemon to create a house for than the most famous Pokemon of all, Pikachu. And I know it's kinda ironic that I'm creating a Pokeball house for Pikachu, since in the anime Pikachu hates being inside the Pokeball. But you know, maybe the reason for this is because his Pokeball house sucks. That's why he doesn't want to be inside the ball. So I used this irony to fuel my creative juices, and I decided to design a house so cozy and comfortable that it will make Pikachu never want to come out of the Pokeball. Anyways, here it is, what it would look like inside a Pokeball. So for the main structure, I want the whole house to be able to fit inside a Pokeball, meaning it needs to fit inside a sphere shell. I designed Pikachu's house to have 3 levels. We have the lower level or level 0, the main floor, and a loft. So let us begin the tour on our main floor. So at the center of our main floor is this teleport thingamajig. So you know when you capture a Pokemon, how it gets sucked inside a Pokeball? So this is the area they are beamed into. Then beside our teleport thingamajig, I made these capsules which store the energy that is used to run the teleport thingamajig. You know what, let's just call it telemajig to make it easier. Anyways, when you exit the telemajig, you are greeted by this open below foyer that overlooks the pocket gardens down below at level 0. And if we head off to the left, we will be greeted by the ladder that goes up to the loft area where Pikachu sleeps. So for the loft area, I decided to skip the railings because, you know, I've seen Pikachu jump over 20 feet in the air just to Thunderbolt Team Rocket into space, so I'm pretty sure Pikachu don't need no railings. But I digress. So for his bed, I opted to go for a futon bed hybrid which only has a headboard and no bed frame. Then beside that, we have some Demon Slayer manga and a plush toy for Pikachu. Going back down to the main level, we have the living room where Pikachu watches TV.
Are you ready, kids?
So for the furniture, I decided to design them with this chunky look to them, you know, to give Pikachu's house a sense of miniature scale. Moving on to the kitchen space, I decided to go with a galley kitchen design with a center aisle and kitchen counter spaces opposite each other. So beside our kitchen, we have our dining table for 2, you know, just in case Pikachu has a date over. I don't really know how exactly that's gonna work, like we're gonna get captured in the same Pokeball, is that even possible? Anyways, moving on from there, we have the ladder port going to level 0. So if you've noticed the floors for the living area and the loft, I went with the rustic wood planks to make those spaces feel more cozy and more homey. But for the kitchen, I went with a black slate tile to give it that feeling of sterileness and cleanliness. Is that a word? Cleanliness. Cleanlinity. That's not a word. Though the thing with tiles is that they have this cold industrial feel to them. That's why I opted for wood plank floors for our living room and our loft space. Because wood floors give the place a feeling of warmth. It's like the wood floors are talking to you, telling you to come sit down, relax, maybe fall asleep. Things you do not want to feel while you are cooking food in the kitchen. Hence the floor material choices. Anyways, enough architecture talk. Let us move on to level 0, which is actually the basement, but you know, it sounds way cooler if we just call it level 0. So to get to level 0, we have this ladder port just beside our dining area where we will descend to reach level 0. So for this whole area, I decided to make an indoor garden, backyard kind of vibe thing going on. So to achieve this, I went ahead and placed some grass over on this side. Then I wanted a desert beach vibe on the other side of that, so I placed some brown grass over there along with some palm trees. You know, nothing says desert beach vibe more than palm trees. Opposite that, we have a tropical vibe going on where I decided to put a hanging chair where Pikachu could read a book, drink some Sprite. You know, I would like to imagine that Pikachu is more of a summer kind of dude, you know, surfing and stuff like that. Anyways, beside that, we have this pool where Pikachu could swim and take a bath. Also, I decided to place a glass dome pool floor just cause, you know, it's very cool. And beside the pool, we have a mini gym where Pikachu could do some reps, you know, get swole before fighting the Elite Four and all that stuff. So you might be wondering, Liam, palm trees and grass aren't indoor plants. Where do they get their sunlight to photosynthesize? Well, first, I am surprised I was able to pronounce photosynthesize. And second, the whole level 0 is being lit by this giant solar simulation light bulb, which emits UV rays to nourish our plants. So if you haven't noticed yet, there is no toilet in this whole house. That is because Pokemon do not need to poop. Well, actually, there are a lot of debates out there whether or not Pokemon need to poop. There are some hints in the game here and there whether or not Pokemon do poop. But you know what? I forgot. I don't believe in Pokemon poop. And with that, I guess I'm gonna end the video right here. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. It helps out a lot. Also, if we get this video to 15,000 likes, I will put a link to the 3D files of this Pikachu house in the description of this video and maybe in the description of our next video. Also, do not forget to subscribe and leave a comment below what other houses you want to see me do. Thank you, my dudes, for watching. I will see you on my next video. Climb peace.